The Boy in the Box, America's Unknown Child. In February 1957, a college student stumbled across a cardboard box in a wooded lot in Philadelphia. Inside was the body of a young boy beaten, malnourished, and abandoned. For over 6 decades, he was known only as America's unknown child. No one claimed him. No one named him. Until 2022, when a breakthrough gave him a name. But not justice. This is the chilling story of the boy in the box, a mystery that still haunts Philadelphia. On February 25, 1957, a LaSalle College student was checking muskrat traps in a wooded area off Susquehanna Road in Philadelphia's Fox Chase neighborhood. Inside a J.C. Penney bassinet box, he found the nude body of a boy wrapped in a cheap plaid flannel blanket. The child, estimated to be 4 to 6 years old, weighed just 30 pounds, severely malnourished, his ribs visible through his skin. His sandy blonde hair was crudely buzzed, clumps still clinging to his body, as if cut in haste. His fingernails were freshly trimmed, yet his body bore scars, surgical ones on his ankle, groin and chin, and fresh bruises across his face and torso. This child experienced horrors no one should ever endure, said Philadelphia Police Commissioner Danielle Outlaw. In 2022, an autopsy ruled the cause of death as homicide by blunt force trauma, with a subdural hemorrhage and pleural effusions. The boy had been cleaned and groomed before being discarded, as if someone tried to erase their crime. Who was he, and who left him in that box? The discovery shocked Philadelphia, a city unaccustomed to such brutality. In 1957, the Philadelphia Inquirer printed 400,000 flyers with the boy's photo, included in utility bills across the city. Police stations, post offices, and hospitals displayed his image, but no one came forward to claim him. Investigators traced the J.C. Penney box to a store in Upper Darby, where 12 bassinets were sold between December 1956 and February 1957. They located 11 buyers, but the 12th led nowhere. A blue corduroy cap with a leather strap, found 450 feet from the box, was traced to a South Philadelphia shop, but the buyer, a man aged 26 to 30, was never found. The blanket, cut into 2 pieces and recently mended with poor quality thread, was linked to factories in North Carolina or Quebec, but this too was a dead-end dot despite hundreds of tips from across the country. The boy remained nameless, his killer unknown. The case became an obsession for investigators, none more so than Remington Bristow, a medical examiner's office employee. Bristow pursued the case until his death in 1993, following a lead to a foster home near the discovery site. In 1960, guided by a New Jersey psychic, he visited the home and found a bassinet similar to the J.C. Penney box and blankets matching the one wrapping the boy. He theorized the boy was the son of the foster home owner's stepdaughter, hidden to conceal an unwed pregnancy, a major stigma. In 1957, but police interviewed the family in 1998, confirming all foster children were accounted for, ruling them out. Another lead came from a woman named Martha in 2002, who claimed her abusive mother beat a boy to death after he vomited during a bath. Martha claimed the body was dumped in Fox Chase, yet no neighbors recalled seeing a boy at the house. And her troubled mental health history made her story even harder to believe. Every lead seemed to vanish into thin air. The case has spawned chilling theories over the decades. The boy's malnourishment, bruises, and surgical scars suggest prolonged abuse. Was he a victim of a family member who beat him to death, then staged the scene to look like an abandonment? The crude haircut and grooming hint at an attempt to hide his identity. But why didn't his parents come forward? Some speculate the boy was a victim of human trafficking, possibly sold to a couple for exploitation. Martha's story, though, unverified, supports this, claiming her parents bought the boy. His surgical scars and emaciated state could point to a life of neglect and abuse in a hidden world. Forensic artist Frank Bender theorized the boy was raised as a girl, based on his styled eyebrows and long hair strands found on his body. This could explain why no one recognized him. His identity was deliberately obscured. Was his killer hiding a secret about his upbringing? Investigators explored whether the boy was the child of carnival workers or a trenchant family, discarded while passing through Philadelphia. His scars and malnourishment suggest a life on the margins, but no traveling. Groups reported a missing child. This theory struggles to explain the lack of any missing person report. For decades, the boy in the box remained nameless, but science offered new hope. In 1998, his body was exhumed from a potter's field and reburied at Ivy Hill Cemetery, where locals still leave flowers and toys. DNA was extracted from a tooth, but early tests led nowhere. In 2019, a second exhumation used advanced forensic techniques, uploading DNA to genealogical databases. With help from Identifinders International and genealogist Colleen Fitzpatrick, police traced relatives on the boy's maternal side, then his father's, confirming his identity through birth records. On December 8, 2022, Philadelphia police announced the boy was Joseph Augustus Zarelli, born January 13, 1953, from a prominent Delaware County family. This child's story was never forgotten, said Commissioner Danielle Outlaw. Both parents are deceased, but Joseph has living siblings. Out of respect, police withheld the parents' names. The case remains an active homicide investigation, with a $20,000 reward for information leading to an arrest. Joseph Augustus Zarelli was only 4 years old when his life was stolen. His identification, after 65 years, is a triumph of science and persistence. But his killer remains free. Was it a family member, a stranger, or someone hiding in plain sight? Share your theories in the comments below and subscribe for more true crime mysteries. To Joseph and the community that never forgot him, your name is known. Your justice is next.